You've been doing the exercises, you've been careful, maybe you've even been patient, but your shoulder isn't getting better anymore. It's not worse exactly, it's just stuck. And now you're starting to wonder something a lot of people worry about during recovery. Did I do something wrong? Hi, I'm Dr. Dan, an orthopedic surgeon who specializes in shoulder recovery. And when progress slows or stalls, it's very easy to assume you've messed something up, that you waited too long, or that the window for improvement is quietly closing behind you. I hear this all the time. Someone starts out motivated. The first few weeks bring some improvement. Maybe the pain drops from an 8 to a 5. Maybe they can finally sleep a little better. They feel encouraged. Then it levels off. The pain hovers at a 4 or 5. Reaching overhead is still limited. And the thoughts start creeping in. I was doing better. Why did it stop? Did I overdo it? Is this as good as it's going to get? It's a very human reaction. When progress slows, we interpret it as failure. When improvement plateaus, we assume decline is next. Recovery is rarely a straight upward line. It's usually a series of uneven steps, pauses, recalibrations, and temporary stalls. And there's one important distinction most people don't understand. Some plateaus are completely normal, and some plateaus are the first signal that something actually needs attention. From the outside, they can look almost identical. So the real question isn't whether progress has slowed. The real question is what kind of plateau you're experiencing. Before we go deeper, if you're navigating shoulder recovery and trying to figure out what's normal and what isn't, I created a free guide called Is This Normal? A Shoulder Surgery Recovery Guide. It walks through the symptoms, plateaus, and recovery phases that confuse most people during the first months after surgery. You can find the link in the description below. Now let's talk about why plateaus happen. Early improvement often comes from calming inflammation. That's the quick win. Swelling settles down, muscles relax, guarding decreases, pain drops, but structural adaptation takes much longer. Tendons remodel slowly, stiff joint capsules soften gradually. SAFRU. Muscles that have been inhibited for months don't suddenly regain coordination just because you're trying hard. There's also something else happening. When pain first improves, your brain reduces its threat response. That makes movement feel easier. But once that low-hanging fruit is gone, progress slows. Further gains require deeper tissue adaptation, strength rebuilding, and tolerance expansion. Those processes move at a different speed. And they don't always feel dramatic. This is where many people panic. They interpret a leveling off as reversal. They assume stability equals stagnation. They assume if improvement isn't happening every week, something must be deteriorating. But biologically, a plateau often means your system is consolidating gains. It's stabilizing before the next shift. Pain itself can be misleading during this phase. Pain is not a speedometer. Pain doesn't move neatly with tissue healing. Pain reflects sensitivity, load tolerance, sleep quality, stress, and even attention. So when your shoulder feels the same for 3 weeks, that doesn't automatically mean damage is progressing. It may simply mean you've reached a new baseline that needs time to strengthen. In clinic, I often explain this using something called the shoulder recovery map. It's not a program. It's simply a way to understand phases. Most people expect phase 1 progress, rapid symptom relief to continue indefinitely. But recovery eventually shifts into phase 2. Phase 2 is capacity building. That phase feels slower, less obvious, sometimes invisible. And if you don't understand that transition, you assume something is wrong. Phase 2 is about durability. Can the tendon tolerate load repeatedly? Can the shoulder move overhead without guarding? Can strength return in a coordinated way? These changes don't always produce weekly pain reduction. Instead, they produce subtle stability, and this is where the earlier distinction becomes important. Evaluate direction, not speed. Many people unintentionally sabotage themselves during this phase. They change everything. They add aggressive exercises, or they stop moving completely. Both reactions are driven by fear, but the shoulder often needs consistency more than intensity. It needs steady exposure, not dramatic pivots. Think of it like this. If you plant a tree, you don't dig it up every week to see if the roots are growing. You water it, you protect it, you allow time. Your shoulder adapts in a similar way. Tendons respond to load over months, not days. Collagen fibers reorganize gradually. That's a slow biological rhythm. You can't rush it and you can't panic it into speeding up. And here's the part I want you to hear clearly. A plateau is not proof you failed. It often means you've entered the remodeling phase. Those are very different biological environments. The inflammatory phase is loud. The remodeling phase is quiet. And we tend to trust loud signals more than quiet ones. This is where patience becomes strategic rather than passive. Strategic patience means continuing appropriate movement, respecting symptoms without overreacting to them, and watching for trends instead of reacting to single weeks. If your shoulder has been stable for a month, not worsening, not dramatically better, that is useful information. Recovery after 50 still happens, just on a slower timeline. So if you're in that space right now, take a breath. You didn't ruin your shoulder. You didn't miss the recovery window. You're likely in the middle phase that no one prepared you for. Recovery has chapters. You're simply between plot points. And if this conversation raises a bigger question, like whether your shoulder even needs surgery. In that video, I explain how surgeons think about structural findings versus functional stability, and why not worse can sometimes be enough. Because sometimes the real progress isn't dramatic pain reduction. Sometimes it's realizing your shoulder is steady, functional, and not declining. And that's not failure, that's foundation. Thanks, family. I'll see you next Thursday.